Here we go.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our cooking show. Always here with my mother Freika, and today we are making a nostalgic flavor from my childhood, something that I love to put honestly any and everywhere. What are we making today, Ma?
Peperoniarrostiti.
And we will show you just how to make it coming up next on Love What You Eat.
So we're going to be doing some slippery little sucker.
You're doing some throwing
That was a good catch. So we're going to be doing some roasted peppers. We're going to be putting them in jars.
So we started
It's
by
harvest
just
time.
Yeah,
It's harvest time. I love this time of the season. So we rinsed them obviously, and I dried them, and now I'm just rubbing them with the olive oil all around, and we're going to be broiling them in the oven till they become completely charred, almost black.
and then we'll show them the second step once that's done. Harvest time. So, Ma, what are you doing?
I'm peeling the garlic. We made roasted peppers that we're gonna put in little jars. Very simple, easy to make. I used to make this with my parents in the 60s. It's really good. Very simple to make.
So now we're just putting 1 or 2 cloves of garlic whole in each jar.
Yes, we are. Because the jars are small. I mean, if the jars were bigger, you know, you put more. And we just put vegetable oil and garlic, that's all. There's some people that put parsley, but we just keep it simple. No salt, no nothing. And we fix it as we, when you're ready to serve, you add
Dress
the
it up.
spice, exactly, the
Yeah.
spices that you like. That's it.
How long does this have to keep for before you can right away use it? Does
Oh,
it
you
have
could
to
use it
marinate
right away.
right away?
Right away, straight away. And it could keep like for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The reason why we don't put parsley, it tends to get brown. So that's why we just put vegetable oil. And it's very important also, like when you remove some and you see that the peppers are not immersed in oil, please add the oil. Because if they're not immersed completely in the oil, they're gonna get all moldy. So that's very important.
Very important.
Yeah.
That's what keeps them preserved.
Exactly, yeah, that's right.
So these have been steamed. Now they're cool to touch and we'll be able to remove the skin, which we'll show you.
Yeah, the skin and the seeds
The
inside.
seeds. And then we'll fill them up in the jars.
Yeah, that's how charred they have to be. And look at all that wonderful juice at the bottom.
That's going in the jars for sure because that's flavor.
Yes, I'm gonna reserve
Do
that.
not throw that.
Definitely. Make a nice pasta with that. Whoops. The peel comes out so easily.
That's what I'm not able to digest. It's the skin.
It's the skin, me
It's
too.
usually the skin
Yeah.
that you can't digest.
Very often people use just the red bell pepper. But I like to use all 3 colors. I don't use the green.
It's not sweet enough.
It's not a really a mature pepper.
No. All right, so what you see my mother doing is basically after the peppers have just steamed in a stainless steel bowl, we put some saran wrap over top, and once they had finished roasting, that's where they sat for, I would say, a good hour or two, because we were doing other things around the house, just so that that condensation, and as that heat remains in the bowl, it basically steams off the skin, making it, once cooled down, very easy to peel off the skin, which we are doing right now. Slicing it up, removing majority of the seeds. It's okay if some seeds stay in, that's fine, because a little bit of the seeds adds more flavor. And then that little bit of oil that is basically still remaining when it's dripping from the peppers, that's also good to keep. And you'll add it to your jars. We'll be adding them to little mason jars. You can do as small or as big as you wish, stuff them as much as you want. We're gonna be adding a couple of garlic cloves. We're gonna be layering it with some vegetable oil, some peppers. We're gonna put along the sides a couple of cloves of garlic, and then topping it off with a little bit more pepper, and making sure that they are fully saturated in the oil, just to make sure that no mold happens. So as you're eating them, these can preserve and stay for the whole year totally fine. Just make sure that as you're eating them and using them, that they're always submerged in oil. That is how you keep them preserved.
And not olive oil. Any type of neutral oil is fine, not olive oil.
Yeah. And then we keep them simple, but like my mother was explaining prior, we dress them and zhuzh them up once we are ready to serve. So if you want to slice some garlic at that point, or add some parsley, or add a little drizzle of balsamic, or a bit of salt and pepper, you can. This is very much just the roasted pepper flavor, that char roast that you get from the oven roasted. It smells divine delicious. This takes me back to childhood. I remember my grandmother and my mother doing this when I was young, and we would put them in little Ziploc baggies and put them in the freezer, and then every time my uncle would come visit on Wednesdays, my grandmother would always take out a little baggie of peppers, a pañota bread, slices of cheese, and that's it, and then that's what he was eating. So that's la cotolette, whatever was there, but that's the majority of, that was like the holy trinity on the table. It was always there. So that, this smell brings me back to that memory. So we're just gonna be finishing off that, and any peppers will do. We usually do this with just anything but the green. The green, we find they're picked too soon, so they don't have the sweetest, they're not the ripest. But anywhere from, some people just do the reds, you can do the reds, oranges, and yellows. We went with what's in season and what's looking fresh. So that is the medley of red, yellow, and orange. And very, very simple to do. Measurements, ingredients, directions, always found in the video description, and we will take you in on a closer look just to finish this off. But this is a classic fall traditional type of pickling that you see majority of Europeans do. and there you have it. You saw how easy that was. We just took a little bunch of them that we saw at the grocery store, but you can make as much or as little as you want. These steps are there. Video description has everything listed. This just goes to show you that instead of buying it, you can honestly have fun making it yourself, flavor it yourself. We chose simple flavors and we dress them up as we eat them along the way. We thank you guys for watching. Anything else you want to say?
That's it.
That's it. Thanks for watching. Tune in weekly, every Sunday, new episodes. And as always, until next time, continue to love what you eat. Bye for now.
Ciao.